Hello and welcome to Control. This is one of my favorite games. If you've seen any of my other playthroughs, you'll probably notice I have like a genre of like weird horror stuff with like fancy magic. This is a horror game kind of based on the SCP Foundation, if you've ever read that. In this one, a government agency is tasked with containing weird and anomalous objects and events, making sure the public doesn't find out about them. We play Jessie, a character who, after a supernatural event in her childhood, her brother was taken by this organization. She never saw him again, and she's been looking for him ever since. She's been guided by this supernatural force ever since the event, and this time it's guided her to this building. And that is where the game starts. One second. Let's just fix it. There we go.
Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different. For each of us, it can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here?
Hello?
Ignore that.
Anyone here?
Certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials. Unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, smartwatches, phones, gaming devices, anything smart. Number 2 pencils. Any objects considered iconic representations of an archetypal concept. All material under Bureau investigation is to be brought through the private entrance. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your superior immediately. There's going to be a lot of weird nonsense like that. Internal lockdown in effect. Building lockdown in effect. Multiple containment breaches detected. Multiple building shifts detected. Head of research override. HRA protocol activated. So the head of research has activated a containment breach and locked down the building.
This seal. I saw it a long time ago.
That seal.
I keep seeing it in my dreams.
Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. It usually goes right to the thing. Nothing important. If they're important, I'll read them. Okay, you can see that guy. This is Dr. Casper Darling, the head of research. So he's the one that initiated the lockdown. Our bureau at work. And Director Zachariah Trench. Pay attention to this one.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them and they were hiding in plain sight.
The Federal Bureau of Control is the agency that runs this building. I didn't even go in and read. I can't get in reading these right now, I don't think. There was a shark loose somewhere, and they got orders to kill it on sight. They shoot to kill. How a shark gets loose in an office building is one of many questions we'll have answered.
Hello? Hey, excuse me.
Kerran estereiden syövereissä elä.
Hello, hello.
There you are. You are here about the job.
Okay, we're back. Sorry about that.
Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, you are helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book. The cell and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
My mic disconnected there. We just met Ati the janitor. We saw him in one of the posters. He's gonna be popping up every once in a while. He's a really weird dude. I don't know that he's fully human. Or human at all. He might just take a human form. I don't have him figured out. There's a theory that he's a Nordic sea god. Which would make sense with he's a janitor, he's using water to purify the place. No idea. None of this is really necessary, it's just they're aura farming for the game.
Did I lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind. My
Did you
baby
see
brother,
that little outline that
Dylan.
popped up on the screen? Just note that.
17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Clearance level 1. We'll need different level key cards to get to different places. And same message. This lockdown apparently went to all floors. Reminder, drafting any public-facing material. While pinning any notification of death related to Willow AWE, which is an altered world event, please adhere to the following guidelines. Words, phrases to use. In the service of his/her country. Regret, proud pride, will be remembered. Words, phrases to avoid. Alaska, scissors, blood, bleed, loss, apologies, and sorry. Something weird happened in the Willow AWE. There's a lot of just bureaucratic terminology they use around the supernatural, and I'll just define it as we go. Refresh the first couple of times it pops up, and then by then you should have it down. Barbara, I am not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day. For the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench. So Trench is feeling suspicious. And there was a bullet noise. Gunshot noise. Whatever you want to call it.
Shit. Shit.
You walk in on
Pick
an
it up.
apparent
The
suicide.
murder weapon? Really?
And our flickery, fractal little friend, whatever you want to call it, tells us to pick up the murder weapon.
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Look at this place. Where am I?
We are in the Astral Plane. This is the board. They run the place. The place being the oldest house, where the Federal Bureau of Control, the FBC, runs their organization out. So, it's like, the base is the FBC. They work out of the oldest house, the building. And then the board, the pyramid, is in charge of the FBC.
The same gun.
Or, I missed a step. The director is in charge of the FBC, and the director reports to the board. With this gun, we are now the new director.
Okay. Now I have a gun.
This will regenerate infinitely, we never pick up a bullet, and we'll pick up the mods for it to make it into other guns. It'll be a shotgun, it'll be a sniper rifle, it'll be a machine gun. I like the revolver version best. We'll get a bunch of cool powers. Eventually you don't even need the gun. Where is he? Yeah, we're in the Astral Plane. This is just the dimension the board resides in. They can only, like, really communicate in this dimension. And you can see, like, the weird little subtitles they use. They can't understand or communicate the concepts that they're trying to explain in English too well. Like, it's like using English on an ant. Ants do have their own form of language, but it's too basic to, like, comprehend something like complex, like quantum physics or something like that. And this is the situation we're worthy in.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here. Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
So she's taken this all in stride. We walk into a suicide, we talk to a giant talking pyramid, and then we have a living gun and we're randomly in control of a government agency.
What is that? You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Thank you. That was... horror.
That is the thing.
Get the fuck away!
It is the thing that the oldest house is locked down. I won't say more than that for now. And I will give you the name of the fractal little guy, so I don't want to keep saying. Think of new names for a ghost. It's not a ghost either. So, that is Polaris. Yeah, we don't have this yet, right? Okay.
The hotline.
Here's the map.
Secure
And
line of
Trench is talking
communication.
again.
Guidance. Reach the hotline.
The hotline, says the dead man. Okay.
Meeting notes. Oh, there's a couple things. Here's the objects of power thing, the service weapon. This object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows parallel utilitarians to blank. This object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of blank. The object will determine whether, if rejected, the applicant is terminated. The process is dictated by the blank, though their criteria is unknown. It was discovered inside the oldest house in the room that is now used as the director's office. A popular hypothesis, in many forms throughout history, Mjolnir, Excalibur, Runastra, all weapons that by the wielders. The object of powers are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, and this may be the original manifestation of that event. So, it used to be like Excalibur and Mjolnir. It's also considered the oldest object of power. And we'll figure out what that means today.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instruction. Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items.
And you notice, like, that's not a punch. We're using telekinesis. That'll just factor into everything later. Also, this room. I just want you to drink it in and pay very close attention to the details. See it in all its roomy glory. But this is going to factor in way, way back into, like, the very end of the game. Okay, just want to give you a chance to look at it. You see the people floating? They are consumed by the hiss like the ones shooting at us, but they are used more like speakers and radio antenna. They project the sound of the hiss, which is the thing in the people's head. It almost took over us. And just projects it throughout the building. Makes it strong, makes the signal stronger. A dud and doolith. That's fun to say. They knew what they were doing. These rooms are lined with, this is known as black rock. It, like, dampens paranormal activity, basically.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier.
Those are like safe rooms.
Hiss.
So if something gets out, you're supposed to be able to hide in there.
Everything in this place.
And it's
Is
not
the
gonna be
hiss
able to
your
get you.
enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's
Polaris agrees that
contagious.
this is
It
our
burrows in like an infuriating
making it
melody
the
that
hiss.
makes you hum it over and over.
Okay, into our first boss fight. Okay, those are grenades. They're grenades. So that's what those are. Okay, so it's a good time to talk about healing. Because I'm about to die. regenerate a little bit, how we really heal is killing other people and picking up these little blue dots. Not like that, but like better than that. I forgot I could run. We got him. Okay, that was close.
Must cleanse control points. An enemy. Corrupt.
Thank you for joining. Hello there.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean?
We're
Help me
cleansing this
fix it.
control point. These are like focal points along the ley lines of the building. Right now the Hiss has control, which was why they're all chaotic and jumbled. We are...
Holy shit. You did it. We did it.
This is not what this building was looks like. It takes the form based on like the subconscious of the people that are in.
Are you still sane?
The people that worked here, they like found this place for like a government agency investigating the supernatural. So they
Please,
found
talk
this
to me.
giant government
We
building.
saw you deal
But
with
there's
the
references that used to look like the
compromised
world tree
agents.
and Viking mythology. Where's she at? You hear that
Is it
voice? That
safe to
is
come
one of my
out?
favorite characters. There he is. And there's Polaris showing us the way.
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie?
Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting.
She reminds me
I
of
should have
like,
lied.
they reminds me of
shit.
Dexter. She doesn't, but like
You're the new
show,
director.
There's like big
Hold
old
on.
pauses where she
We're
just
coming
has an
out.
internal monologue with herself.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this...
Hiss?
that works? Somehow the Hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The Hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the gun.
Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
the service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet.
A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of.
Yes. I can try.
I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out. It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Yeah, so that did not work
Jesse,
at all.
over here. We need to make a plan, Jesse.
I think of it like if you watch the Resident Evil 4 playthrough, it's like the last podcast. It's worm too deep into their brain. To the point where it's the one running things. So you shut it down, and it's like shutting down its nervous system, and it'll just instantly drop dead and stop functioning.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen. The Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Look, I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now.
So
Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there.
We need to find the hotline to
Good luck,
establish
Jesse.
communication.
See you back here once you have the hotline.
Thanks, Emily.
Don't worry, it's not a normal phone. It's a spooky, supernatural one. There's also mention of an HRA. An HRA is the fancy, elegant chess piece you see her wearing. It's called a Hedron resonance amplifier. It makes a sound that blocks out the sound that makes up the hiss, if that makes sense. Like, you play a song to drown out your neighbors being too loud. And it keeps it out of your head. Tomasi, the guy in the charge of communications, made a point of not wearing them. He made a lot of fun of him. So he's probably dead.
The hotline should be in the communications department.
We're gonna get some just general information. Origin of the hiss.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily.
The oldest house.
You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
Okay. This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo, maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Got it. Thanks. Can you tell me what an object of... This is all... well...
So objects of have developed a link to the... which is what differentiates them. Still, got it?
Did she...
Got it. Thanks. So, HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations.
Hello.
With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Okay. So, I missed it because the mic cut out again. Sorry about that. Yeah, a difference between an object of power and an altered item is an altered item cannot be bound, an object of power can be. They're both just supernatural items with supernatural abilities. Objects of power can also give normal people supernatural abilities. The Hedron resonance amplifiers have already been over, but Darling passed them out just before this all went down, so he seemed to know something was going down.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Yeah. We're heading to the mailroom next. This is a good spot to end the first episode. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your night.